everyone again. Today is Saturday the 17th of February. I thought I'd start putting that at the beginning of my videos because people do. It's going to be a relatively quick one today, unfortunately, because I've been quite monogamous with my stitching, so there's a fair update, but it's only one piece. And then I've got some books. Next week there'll be some shout outs because I've finally caught up on Michelle Garrett, so I'll be able to start someone new. Excited but also sad because Michelle's no longer in my life every day. Sorry if that sounds stalkerish. I guess I'll get right into it. Today is brought to you by iced tea because it is quite hot and I am done with summer. Okay, so I didn't really work on this a lot. I was just in the car a couple of times, maybe half an hour work if that. So I'm just continuing to work on the border of the Connie G sale, hoping to have the border done before the next motif is released. Now, the main thing that I've worked on this week wasn't going to be the main thing I worked on this week. If you recall from last week, I was hoping to do a lot on motherhood. Unfortunately, Quotes had a lot of visiting from the Frog. Frog loves this piece. I have lost about 6 hours work, and that's just 6 hours stitching, not counting the time that I've had to unpick. Yeah, so I couldn't leave this until I'd fixed it because I knew if I put it down before it was fixed, I probably wouldn't pick it up again. And then I just continued working on it because I wouldn't get enough of an update on motherhood to make it worth it. But here it is, Quotes to live by. I've done a fair bit, I think. I can't exactly remember where I was last week. I'm updating every day on Instagram, so it's hard to keep up. I'll try and remember to take a photo after my video for next week. But yeah, I am loving these colours so much. And in new shooting, I'm sitting at my husband's desk because he's got better lighting. But yeah, so this is actually pretty true to colour. I am loving it. I was really nervous for a while about colour conversion because I was just worried that it would be too samey with my OCD, but I think I did it in a way that it works. But yeah, this cue, I usually do one colour at a time, but I just had to see it stitched up and I am in love. So I am hoping to finish the purple around here and then finish the word quotes, and then I will move on to motherhood because I really need to get that done. Like, I'm putting it off, I know I am, but this week it's gonna be done. When I'm at home, I'm going to be working on my chart. I've started charting it up, but I've obviously got to stitch it. I can show you a preview because it doesn't show you anything. 2 seconds. So, that is all I've done. Doesn't give anything away, but I think I'm pretty sure this is linen. I'm pretty sure I'm using it correctly. Saying pretty sure a lot. Yeah, when whoever wins, I will be getting specialty thread for you to use. But yes, going to stitch that up while I'm at home, or at least chart it up while I'm at home because I'm using my laptop and you don't need to know. So yes, Quotes will have the word finished. Motherhood will be started. I've said it. You can hold me accountable if I don't because I need to. And Connie G will probably have the border finished because I'm pretty sure the next one should be coming soonish. Other than that, I have finished 2 books this week. One was amazing. One was amazing but devastating. Playing It Cool. I love it. Now, I'm not going to say anything about it. By Emily Robertson. I'm really bad at summing up books, but I loved it. I couldn't put it down, which is why I got to book 2. Absolutely love, love, love it. It's... I wonder if she has a little... I'm sorry, I'm really, really bad at summing up books. It's something that I've tried to do, but I never know. Too much information, not enough information. Next week, if I do have books read, I'll try and find their blurbs so I can at least tell you what the authors said. Okay, the next one. I finished it last night. I'm still unsure what to think about. No Regrets by Amy Noelane? I'm sorry. It's devastating. I couldn't put it down, but this needed to come with a couple of trigger warnings. Had a pretty bad night's sleep last night. My mental health was playing up. I don't want to say it was the book's fault, but I'm wondering if it's the book's fault. Yeah, I don't know whether I've missed the trigger warnings or whether they don't think it's necessary, but I really think there should have been trigger warnings. And I get that, I guess they're kind of overused a bit, but what happened in this book, there was no alluding to it, and maybe if I was in an okay place it wouldn't have bothered me as much, but I legitimately got zero sleep last night. I could not get to sleep. I was exhausted. I still kind of am. I'm unsure whether I'm going to read the second book. That is only book 1. Yeah, it was about halfway through that it took a bit of a turn, or maybe a third of the way through. It took a bit of a turn, and after that, like, it was compelling. I wanted to see the resolution, but it was just dark, and the resolution wasn't really there. Like, I guess without being too spoilerish, oh no, that will be spoiler. It's about 2 best friends who are in love who won't tell each other that they are in love, and you follow them through some things, and will they, won't they type thing, but it was tough. I read from like 60% of the book last night, so it was compelling. It made me want to read, but I'm also wondering if that was just because I wanted to see a resolution or a nice ending or something, but it wasn't there. As I said, it's book 1. There's at least book 2 out there. I don't know if I'm in the place, at least right now, to read book 2. Maybe I'll come back to that when I'm on an upswing, or however that works, but it was tough. I'm struggling to figure out what to read next, because I know I want to keep reading. I'm loving getting back into reading. Thank you, Michelle, for that. That was mostly you. But I'm terrified of finding another book that's going to be dark. As I said, I read a lot of indie authors. They're not well known. They're not something that I can go and research a lot before I read it. Maybe I'll read a book that I've read before just to get that up. Actually, I will. I'm going to read February. It's the Calendar Girl series. I don't know if you've heard of it. Not safe for children at all. Don't know if I've got it on... Okay. I'm going to download it so I can show you the image. Sorry. Should have been more prepared, but this literally just popped into my head right then. Still downloading. Thought our internet was okay. Apparently not. Yeah, so anyway, this series, 12 books, it's called the Calendar Girl series. She owes money, a lot of money, to men who want to kill her dad because he borrowed money and can't pay it back. And I don't think it's a spoiler to say that she went into the escort business to try and pay that money back quickly because she needed to find, I think it was $100,000 in a year she was given. So yes, Audrey Carlin. I've read these books before. I've read all 12. Love it. Love them so much. So if you find them, give them a go. If you're okay with adult themes, like she's a call girl or an escort. Now, they don't have to have sex, but they kind of do. So yeah, read January because I wanted to read them again this year because I love them, and I figured why not read them each month as it comes. So I'll read February, and hopefully that'll get me back into reading, and the book I pick up after that will hopefully be okay. I think that's going to do it. I don't have any purchases because I gave up spending for Lent. Frivolous spending. Obviously, I'm going to follow the budget and get food because we need food. If there were things that I'd allowed for before Lent, I'm obviously going to buy them. Like if I happen to reach 100 subscribers, not that I'm expecting to, but if I happen to reach 100 subscribers before Lent is over, I won't make you wait till the end of Lent to get your stuff. Like that's just not fair. That's not a giveaway. That's stupid. So yes, giving up frivolous spending for Lent. So I won't have any stitchy goodness other than 2 things that are on their way. So excited to show you. But yeah, so I think I'm going to leave it there. Plan for next week. Finish quotes, word, finish Connie G. Sal, and stitch on motherhood. Yell at me if you follow my Instagram and don't start seeing motherhood posts soon because I'll link it down below. I am posting daily cross-stitching updates. Keep me on track, and I'm loving it anyway. I'm cross-stitching every day, so why not share it? But that's going to do it for me. Thank you again, everyone who's watching and subscribing. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye.